So, where is the love? And what I mean by that is the LGBTQI organization and my brothers and sisters who I was intimately involved with in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and most of the 2000s. Please excuse me while I look down a couple of times because I made some notes for this video. But I was having a conversation with someone and we were talking about the ostracization of transgenders in the LGBTQI organization. It doesn't quite make sense, and it's time for us to do something about that and unite once again on the efforts of getting rights and equality for transgender people in America. In the late 1990s, the T was added to LGB, and that was quite a long time ago. But it seems as though progress in this country has been very slow for transgender individuals. In fact, in 2007, transgenders were added to the Employment Non-Discrimination Act, otherwise known as INDA, 30 years after gays and lesbians and bisexuals were added to that act. So as you can see, we're pretty far behind, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to transition, why I didn't want to embrace this way of life, because I didn't want to go through the same ostracization that I went through in the 70s, 80s, and 90s about being a lesbian. I really did not want to go through that again, but at any rate, there's, a lot of social rejection for us right now, and we're being rejected as well by gays, lesbians, and bisexuals, which is really strange because, how can lesbians, gays, and bisexuals do to us what was done to them? Maybe it's because there's so many young people who weren't present during that part of our history, but I was there, and younger people need to read their history, basically, because this rejection is just totally out of line. It makes no sense. It's kind of akin to black people rejecting other black people within the community for various reasons, because some are lighter skinned than others. For whatever reason, there's discrimination inside of the community. And I encourage people in the LGBT community to reach out to one another so that some understanding can be made to unite the T with the LGB. Because we're all in the same boat. We are going now through what you all went through 40 years ago. And now it's happening within the transgender community, and there's almost as little understanding within our community as there is in the cisgender community, which is pretty odd. You would think that there would be a lot of understanding by lesbians, gays, and bisexuals about what it is to be ostracized from society as a whole, let alone within our own community. We are going through exact same struggle. The exact same struggle. It's just now about gender instead of sexuality. Um, so, basically, I'm making this video to reach out to my lesbian, gay, and bisexual brothers and sisters to not let yourselves create a wedge between us, because we are part of this movement politically, economically, and every otherwise right now in society. And perhaps this will reach some of you so that you can begin to do some research yourselves, so that you have some understanding of who we are, why we are the way that we are, and that we are part of the community, not to be put outside of the community as if we're not here. We're very much here and growing in the numbers as far as visibility in the LGBTQ community, and we need your acceptance, just like you needed our acceptance back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We can't do it without y'all, and we shouldn't be separated as though transgender is somehow different than being lesbian, gay, or bisexual. It really, the implications are very real, and I'm going to add a couple of links to this video when I upload it so that y'all can read for yourselves why transgender was added to LGB, and why there's more similarities in what we're going through than there are differences. So look forward to that, and I look forward to speaking with more of you, especially on Facebook, about this plight, because people aren't talking about it. They're acting as though it doesn't exist, and there's a whole lot of ignorance going on within the LGBT communities, where we're just not we're not uniting. We're just standing outside of the circle looking at each other like, duh, what's really going on? So please read the links that I look through the links that I associate with this video, and I'm out to make some more, so you'll hear from me again. Peace, and have a great night.